can you all see my screen?
Yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay, that's nice. So welcome once again into the channel. So for you all, this is my second time of hosting my live stream in this channel. And today we are going to be talking about GBPUSD week 4 outlook and the mistake I made last week, because I actually took a lot of loss last week due to I wasn't very observant. And we'll just do a brief explanation on what we are to look for next week in my own personal opinion. So going here to the chart, if you are not seeing my chart, you tell me immediately. Can you all see my chart? Can you see my chart?
No, we can't see your chart. We are seeing only the screen.
Okay. I'm sure you all can see my chart right now.
Yeah, we can see your chart right now.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. So this is our GBPUSD chart slash DSY, the Euro, the US dollar index. Actually, my own personal observation on GBPUSD was to be bullish, and I did some mistake in being bullish last week, because let's observe from the zone clearly. GBPUSD reacted from this bearish order block. Even if it didn't tap at the open right here, it just reacted from this zone right here and closed back in the range of week 1. And I didn't actually pay attention because I was very stuck with this suggestion of concept of close above higher prices. Sorry. So I was stuck with this concept of close above higher prices. And GBPUSD is close above a little right here, and I was buying last week, which is this particular bearish candle right here. Now today we are going to talk about I'm anticipating for next week price action on GBPUSD. So we can see it clearly that GBPUSD on the weekly time frame, GBPUSD has already reacted from a bearish order block in a premium level using the Fibonacci retracement from this zone to this zone. That is our premium level. That is our premium level. And hope you all can see it clearly. So this is our premium level and this is our discount level. So anything around this zone should be selling, not buying. And that was the mistake I did last week, not paying a very close attention to it. So that was the mistake I made last week, and I'm really grateful that I learned from it. Now we can see it clearly that we are in the bearish. We are still bearish because week 3 closed below the low of week 2, which was our manipulation candle. And there is this concept that says the previous week lows and previous week highs can also be used as key level. But if I can ask myself clearly, why didn't I use this low as my key level 1 on the weekly time frame? Because we are still talking about the weekly time frame. Why didn't I use this low as my key level? I didn't use this low as my key level because I didn't use this low as my key level, because this low is below the premium level. We should pay very good attention to the premium and discount level. I can also mark it from here, the Fibonacci retracement, that is our dealing range. I can also decide to mark it from here because this is our current swing high and current swing low. And if we see it clearly, the week 2 low isn't around the premium level, it's around the discount level. Everything from this zone down here is the discount level. So the week 2 low is below the premium level. That's why I choose the open as my key level, my anticipating key level for GBPUSD for next week price action. Now going to the daily time frame. And okay, let's talk about our draw on liquidity. Just in case price action played well next week, which is week 4, and it reacted from this zone right here, our first draw on liquidity will be week 3 low, and from this zone I'm anticipating some kind of retracement, because after a large expansion, market should take a break, and we can see some kind of retracement right here, maybe on the day time frame, or fully week 4 will just be a range, and then week 1 of August we take out week 4's high and start another second leg of expansion. So this should be our first draw on liquidity in case we are selling next week, and this zone right here should be the second draw on liquidity for GBPUSD. For now, this is my final draw on liquidity on GBPUSD. Now I'm going to the daily time frame. Here on the daily time frame, we can see it clearly that GBPUSD is still bearish. The order flow is still bearish, and this was our weekly order block, and this was our weekly liquidity sweep. So I'm anticipating, because right here on the daily time frame, there's this language the algorithm is speaking right here. I love to see this kind of things whenever I want the new week begins. Observe what happened here clearly. Thursday candle range, then Friday opened, wasn't able to take out Thursday's low nor Thursday's high. So what I'm anticipating, if you can remember clearly, I said on the weekly time frame that there will be some kind of retracement right here. So what I'm anticipating here is Monday of next week should take out this Thursday's low first. Should take out this Thursday's low, and after liquidity is being swept here, taking out the Thursday's high, reacting from our weekly order block before the second leg of our bearish expansion starts and dumps lower, going to our draw on liquidity. I hope you all can understand what I mean clearly, because this is just my view and it won't be actually easy for you guys to understand. Everybody has its pattern of trading, but with the way I'm explaining, I hope and I pray you understand clearly what I mean by this price action I just explained here quickly. Now let's move to the 4-hour time frame. If you have any question, you can ask. Okay, so let's move to the 4-hour time frame. Here on the 4-hour time frame, let's be very sensitive about the time. This low right here, observe this candle range right here, is a key time low, and I'm anticipating it to be taken out, because if we can see clearly, there was already a liquidity sweep here on the Friday's price action. Observe here. So here is already a liquidity sweep, in my opinion. Here is already a liquidity sweep. So after we confirm a liquidity sweep, we should see a dump taking out this low, a key time low, 9 o'clock. taking out this low. Maybe Monday we take the low, then close back in the range. My trade should be around Tuesday. And by the grace of God, if I find a nice entry, I will share the trade with you all. So my trade right here, Monday, I just want to see Monday to take out, to complete this liquidity and closing back in the range. Then my trade will come from Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, depending on the exact day that took out this liquidity. And from this liquidity, I want to see my drawn liquidity to be somewhere in this zone, which is our Thursday's high. This will just be a short-term buy, completing a short-term buy and reacting from our weekly order block to dump lower. That is just my observation on GBPUSD. I don't really want to make this outlook or explanation very long due to other people also will watch, and I will upload it on my YouTube. Just in case you didn't really get the clear outlook, you can watch it later on my YouTube channel. So why is GBPUSD selling? Yes, let's go back to the weekly time frame. Why is GBPUSD selling? Why? Majority of us thought that the low of the year has actually been created because Q2 took out the low of Q1. That is, the second quarter of the year took out the low of the first quarter of the year. Yeah, I fell for that mistake because I was thinking that the low of the year has actually been formed, which maybe I'm correct or I'm still wrong. Why am I now anticipating that Q3 will probably be the low of the year? Now let's think critically. Q3, which is our third cycle of the year, our third quarter cycle of the year, and month is August. Q3 consists of July, August, September. So we are anticipating a manipulation to happen in the month of August. And with my observation on the chart so far, I can partially say August will form the low of the year. This is my own personal opinion, that the month of August will form the low of the year, either in week 1 or week 2 or week 3 or week 4. But majorly, I'll put my focus on week 2 and week 3 of the month of August to manipulate and take out this second quarter of this low, then explosive move higher. If low of the year has been formed, then we should anticipate this zone right here as our long-term buy on GBPUSD. But for now, let's just take a swing short-term sell to anticipate a long-term buy. Now, why is GBPUSD selling? Here on DSY, because we're actually on DSY right here, we're actually on the weekly time frame. DSY right here, we're actually on the weekly time frame, and we can see it clearly that DSY already took a liquidity. Now, let me give you a hint. The hint is that this was my key level. Why is this my key level? Draw on liquidity also can be used as key level. Now let's go to the monthly time frame so you can understand clearly why I use that zone as my key level. Here on the monthly time frame, we can see it clearly that this was our candle range, and this was April, this was March, April, May, exactly. So April took out the low of March, closing back in the range, confirming this candle range as our CRT candle range. Then May, the month of May, played some kind of scary price action, making us think that it will take out this low, but forming a double bottom and expansion higher. Now, this zone, this drawn liquidity on our month time frame was what I used to sponsor price to rally up higher for my final drawn liquidity, because I can say clearly that there was an FVG zone here on the monthly time frame, which is what we are seeing here. So FVG, also called liquid pools, can also be used as attraction zones for price action to actually be for price action to meet before a retracement or a dump lower, just whatever it can be. That's the reason why I'm selling GBPUSD, because DSY, which is our US dollar index, is still bullish. So I'm anticipating for DSY to complete its major draw on liquidity, also reacting from this order block, from this weekly order block, to complete its major draw on liquidity, reacting from this weekly order block, and complete its draw on liquidity, also reacting from this FVG zone if possible. But generally, I'm bullish on DSY and bearish on GBPUSD. Same thing for Euro USD, but I won't talk deep about Euro USD. We all can see it clearly that Euro USD took out this high, and we're anticipating this low, took out high right here. Very clean high, no wick, strong liquidity, and we're anticipating this low to be taken out. So that's all for today, and I hope you all found something insightful in today's outlook on GBPUSD. And I wish you all good luck and good trading.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, I really appreciate it.